Hey guys, HappyCattyCrypto here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And let's just dive straight into this one, because if you're doing what I'm doing currently, the market's going through a very significant phase, because every time this happens, it gives me more time to get involved with those things where everything just started moving. Some of the things I was holding went up by almost 5x. And I was sitting there saying to myself, why didn't I buy more? So what I'm trying to do is show you, all of you, really what I'm interested in currently. And memes being very hot, memes being where a lot of the gains are at, that is what we're looking at currently. And when it comes down to meme coins, my honest best bet at the moment and what's paid off the most is definitely not celebrity meme coins, but Solana meme coins specifically. And when it comes down to these Solana meme coins, there's just so many of them. And honestly, there's so much heat around the big ones. Dog with Hat, Bonk, Bone, Popcat, Myro, Slurf. There's so many, even Went. And although Ponky's up there and it's getting ranked higher, it's not getting the interest it deserves. And it's the same with Peng as well. So like I was saying, there is just so many of these meme coins, and it's not easy finding ones that are going to be really pushing ahead in this attention-based market. So what we really need to do is assess the situation when it comes down to meme coins. And the things I'm looking for with meme coins is good branding, good community, strong support from the community, and more or less them doing big social media pushes and not promising all of the different things under the sun, instead going for these very kind of tactical, smart plays that meme coins really need to have an edge in this market. So like I was saying, when it comes down to this first coin, Peng is what I would say relatively new, and it moved up a considerable amount, and I was catching the bottom along this serious base that was playing out. But throughout this, I've picked up on the branding, I've picked up on the community, I've picked up on the way that they support things, and I've picked up on their roadmap, their journey, what they've got planned. So for me, this is another one of those meme coins that has very good branding. It's very on point. It knows what it's aiming to do, and once again, not taking itself too seriously. And when it comes down to meme coins, you really do need to have a very strong and very supportive community, because if you don't, it's not going to really go anywhere. You're not going to gain the traction. You need your community raiding. You need them liking, commenting, sharing, tagging, doing everything under the sun to keep pushing the thing forward. And we're really just seeing that from Peng. And this in itself, for example, like a lot of people, they say to me, hey Jay, would I be late getting into this? And I always say to people, if you could get involved at Shiba Inu at $250 million market cap, would you say to yourself you were early, or would you say to yourself you were late? Let me know what you would say in the comment section. So Peng, like I said, very interesting. I'll leave links to these, by the way, so you can go over. The teams behind these are really good. They've studied, it seems that a lot of them have studied what happened last bull run, looking at what's hot and what's not, and they're pushing ahead. And obviously this is all coming from that Solana ecosystem, and we're seeing substantial moves from these meme coins. So like I was saying, for me currently, because we can't control the weather, we can't determine where the gains are going to go, what's going to be hot, what's not. We can only study the market and best position ourselves to catch the water that is falling, and the water being those gains. So like I said, I'll leave links to that. Let's go over and look at the chart quickly for Peng. So Peng itself is currently sitting around I think it's around $60 million market cap. So as you can see, it had a significant, what I call this is the J curve. And if you don't know what the J curve is, more or less, you get the early investment, you get that big run, and then you see a substantial move downwards, and then it performs a big base. And this is normally the time to accumulate on a J curve. So as you can see, this move was significant, going from that low to that high, around 741%. Say if you're an instant early investor getting in really early doors, these are serious gains. So it's normal to see these big dumps. But what we're looking for is once it's done that dump and it starts to play these significant bases out, because during these bases, this is the best time to accumulate. So I have been accumulating, but what I'm doing now is actually accumulating more at this zone, because I'm unsure what BTC is going to do, what's going to happen with these ETFs and what Ethereum's going to do and what the overall effect's going to be on the market moving forward. It's a situation where I just want to be as best prepared as I can be. So getting back to this chart, because I tapped spacebar there. Like I said, I'm accumulating here. I feel like this is a really good zone to accumulate. Currently, it's up a decent amount. Don't get me wrong. This is a decent amount. It's moved up by almost 600x. That's almost 6x in gains. It's a considerable amount. Currently sitting back down at around 321%. So for me, because of the way I do things, I'll dollar cost average into something. So I'll throw $1,000 in here. If it goes down again, say by like 50%, I'll throw another $1,000 in, and I'll continue to do that until it starts to move back up. I'll pause. I'll think about what's going on. I'll assess the market, and I'll kind of figure out where I want to go with this. But for me, I'm holding these coins mostly not for quick gains. I'm holding these for the long run, because coins like this have the potential to go to the level that SHIB has gone to, for example. And that's what we're looking for when it comes down to making these significant gains, is really getting in early doors. So for me, Peng is a very, very risky play, just like any of these meme coins and just like crypto entirely. But at the same time, where there's big risk, there's big reward. So let's move on to the Ponkster, the Ponky, the man himself. And we've been talking about Ponky since around $2-3 million market cap. So we really got into this early here. Shout out to you if you took the advice, you got involved and you went out and you did your research. That's what I mean by taking the advice, going out and looking at these things and then getting bullish like I kind of got and following that same mind path and pattern. So in itself, Ponky is doing absolutely outstanding, currently sitting around a $250 million market cap. And this is the beauty of starting to recognize what the market likes and what the market doesn't like. And as horrible as it is, and for a lot of people who come into crypto, your instant thinking and understanding is something that's highly intelligent. It's got a lot of utility, a lot of use cases, but it needs to be developed. It's going to do well in the long run, but in the short run, it's probably not going to do too great. And this is the total reverse of how things should work. There should be better gains in the utility than there is in sort of silly meme coins. But ultimately, this is just what the market wants. We can't determine the weather. We can only best prepare ourselves for it. But Ponky has really captivated me to a point of where I'm a decent sized bag holder. It's definitely one of my longer term plays. For me, I see this thing going way beyond whatever SHIB's gone through, just because of how committed the dev team is, the road that they're on, the route that they're on. And they have a validator on Solana. And this was a really interesting aspect that I picked up on in the group the other day, speaking to people in there whenever the chat kind of slows down and you can get a message in. But the fact that they're pushing towards a validator on Solana is huge, because this gives the Ponky community say and sway over the Solana ecosystem, the ability to vote on stuff, decisions of all sorts of different stuff. But more importantly, it's reach, it's recognition, it's becoming a household brand, so to speak. But I think Ponky is already becoming a household brand, because as I've explained many of times, over and over and over, I get Ponky gifts every day in my work Telegram groups, just in different groups that I'm in different places that are not even to do with crypto. And that's what I want to see. And the good thing about these coins that I'm mentioning, right, is that they're heavily listed already. So they're on MEXC, they're on Bybit, they're on Gate.io, they're on LBank, they're on Bitget. And it's the same with Peng. Peng's listed in all of these places, and I think a couple more. So it's not like these things you've got to go through some crazy path to send the coins to a Soulflare or a Phantom wallet and do some swapping with contracts. It's very simple to actually get involved in these two meme coins. And this is what's really beginning to captivate me about these, because of the fact that there's serious gains to be made. So like I was saying, Ponky's sitting around $250 million market cap. We found this thing at around 2 to 3, maybe 5 million at most dollar market cap. And watching this thing grow has been insane. And like I said about Peng, people are saying to me, am I late into this? Would I be late getting into this? And you have to ask yourself and assess the market around you. And you need to say to yourself, well, what's SHIB's market cap? If I could have got involved in SHIB at a $250 million market cap, would I have been late. And I think it's really simple to kind of break down where you stand with the cryptocurrency and where it can go. And the branding on Ponky is just key. And what you're seeing is a lot of different coins popping up and actually copying Ponky, even down to the point now where Ponky releases a specific GIF and everybody reproduces that GIF just with their own little character for their meme coin. So when you're setting trends and you're setting a precedent for these things, it gets really interesting. So something that for me was really nice to see play out is if we go over to the daily, let's remove the indicators there, was this chart pattern that was playing out. And it was one of the most predictable patterns that I've ever seen. This is probably the most beautiful chart I've ever seen in crypto because it became highly predictable, especially on the third time. Traders, this is a paradise. And when everybody sort of agrees, okay, it's going to do it again, and then it really, really is of consensus that this is going to happen again. Normally the total opposite happens. And that's what I mentioned in a video. And lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. And that's what it comes down to when you start to study these different meme coins, the way they move. Eventually, coins like this, they just do their big explosion. They do that real God candle. Not that I've ever seen one get formed on a chart live in front of me, but I've seen replays of them. I've seen replays of SHIB doing insane level candles, and I would say to myself, I'm so early into this still, it's unbelievable. So the team themselves, everything that's going on is what you want to see from a meme coin, because what I've noticed is a lot of them, they just release update after update after update of all of these crazy, insane things that they're doing. And eventually it just becomes normal that they're doing all of these crazy, insane things. Instead, they're drip feeding it out. They seem to be timing things correctly with the markets. And there's supposed to be some kind of big update coming. But once again, right, none of these two meme coins have got decent sized tier 1 listings. For example, they're not on Binance, they're not on crypto.com. And when they get those sort of listings is when things start to go crazy. So once again, you have to sit and you have to ask yourself and assess the situation and say, am I early or am I late? And compare to meme coins that have already run, like Bonk, Whiff, When, Pepe, Floki. These are all very, very good comparisons. Even Bohm is a very good comparison because it has those tier 1 listings. It's got listings on Binance and it's got all of these different things. So it's already gone through that really kind of juicy stage it would have gone through. If you can build up a substantial community and a following and a cult base, and that's more or less what it comes down to with these meme coins. And then you hit those tier 1 listings, you're a validator, you're doing all of these different things. I can't even imagine how big and how bullish things would just get in these circumstances and situations. But absolutely hoping to find as many of these different meme coins as I can. I've got a lot more that I'm involved in, as you all know, but I don't have enough time to break it all down into one video. And I really wanted to talk about my 2 favorite meme coins currently at the moment. I'll leave links to both of their websites because from their websites, you can get access to absolutely everything. And I would prefer that you go through direct links. Double check everything. Stay safe, stay humble. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And other than that, guys, have a really good weekend. LUNC community, I've got your back video coming out today. We'll discuss what's going on over the weekend, when those updates are going to land, the update from Frag, what's going on with pay per job. And other than that, guys, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.